Hello, my stamping friends. It's Diane Evans with stampingwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if this is one of your first times joining me and you're joining through YouTube, make sure that you do subscribe. Also hit that button below and you'll be notified when I go live and also when I upload new videos. Now, just to be forewarned, if you are watching this on a replay, this is a YouTube live, so there'll be comments. There could be comments throughout the day, and basically, I just want you to be well aware that it's a replay. Anyways, welcome to my Now What series. This is a series that basically I show you different things that in your craft room. Now, originally, this was going to be something totally different today, but something happened and it just couldn't go. So just at the last minute, I just came on and we're going to review something else that we've had in the past. So first of all, I want to wish you a happy St. Patrick's Day. May the luck of the Irish be with you. In any event, we are using the adhesive sheets. So I know I've done this before, but I want to also show you some different uses that you can use with these adhesive sheets. And also another thing that we're going to use is this Stitched Greenery Die. This is a die that basically a lot of people go, oh, what is that for? It's really, in real essence, it's a die. It's a metal die, but it can act like an embossing folder. It's not where you're putting it in between, but it's basically a really good thing to give texture to your background. So like I say, today we're going to use these adhesive sheets. And thank you, Becky. I appreciate you sharing the video. We're also going to use this garden greenhouse. I don't know if this is something that was on your radar at all. I loved this when I first saw it, but you know, I think I'm a wannabe gardener. And the only reason being is I have a yard that is not conducive for gardening. So hence the reason why I have a pond in my backyard and I do a lot of pot planting. I have so many cedars. I have over 71 cedars around my yard. And if anyone knows anything about cedars, they know that basically nothing grows in the dirt. All right, so let's get started. We are going to use one of my favorite colors, and that's going to be Bermuda Bay. And I've gone ahead and I've cut some stuff out, but I want to show you how this stuff works. Now, with these adhesive sheets, the beauty of this is that you don't have to do glue. So when you've got really intricate parts, and especially this part here to the greenhouse, I'm going to actually bring those two pieces out. It's really hard to glue. There's certain things that I prefer to glue, but when it comes to something like this, and when you see how I'm going to actually use this, you'll understand more why I needed to use the adhesive sheets. So they come, you get 12 of these, and they're 6 by 12 sheets. And what you do is you take your cardstock and you measure out the size that you want, and then you tear off. It's double-sided, so you're going to, let's see, I shouldn't have put it all on here, but I can put it on one of these sheets here. So let me just take my trimmer and I will show you exactly how that works. So I'm just going to actually, let's just take a really short piece, 1-inch piece, because I've already got it onto my cardstock that I need the sheets on. So this is the sheet. And let's say we want to put it onto this piece here because we're going to use it for cutting. I just come in with my take your pick tool and I take off one of the sides. Like I say, oops, just like this. And see, this part comes off in different parts. So this is going to go on here. And then there's another piece that's going to go on here. And that makes it easier to take some of the stuff off. Then when I go to cut something, I'm going to cut from this side. So you'll see how I do that on that side. And then I just have to take that off. All right, so I have it on a piece of white, basic white. It's on this side. So what I want to do is I want to cut this particular piece out like this. So let me just bring in my baby cut and emboss. Remember, you can get this at 20% off until the end of end of March. So I'm just going to come in with this. And like I say, I'm doing it on the right side of the cardstock. And I'm just going to go in, and it gives an extra layer, so I'm going to go through it twice. I'll just go back, and hopefully that's going to take it off. Let's see. Yep, that looks good. And I've got this other piece that I can do some other stuff with. Just going to put this here for now because there's a few other pieces that we're going to need. So I've got my Bermuda Bay cardstock, and I'm going to have this as a landscape. So this is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So I'm just going to come in with my bone folder. And then this is where I have done this 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm just putting it, and it just gives a very, very subtle look on there. And I thought this would be really good for this particular card because of leaves and the greenhouse and everything else. So I'm just going to come in, and it's a stitched look. And of course, I love stitched looks. So let's just put that down on there. Whoops, too much glue on there. I had a feeling that was going to be a little bit too much. So let me just take a piece of cardstock. I'm just going to take this and move that away. Otherwise, I'm going to have it oozing out. Hello. All right, so let's just put that down like that. We'll just hold that down for a bit. Now, I thought for one layer, I can come in with my scallop contour dies. And this is the second largest. And what I want to do is I also have a piece that's just going to fit inside of where those stitches are. And that's going to be behind. So what I want to do is I want to cut one of these out because I want this to look like the greenhouse. So no adhesive sheets on this. So let me just go in with my cut and emboss. And we're just going to put that there. I'm going to use my Post-it note tape because I don't want it moving around. And let's just cut in. Actually, for this what now or this now what thing, I've used a few things that hopefully it reminds you that you can use. There's lots of different things that are in your craft room. All right, so I've got that. So I'm just going to take this like this and take this out. Now, I'm going to save this piece because I could use it for something else. Not sure what I'm going to use it for. But see, I'm going to, at this point, this is going to go on here. So what I want to do is I want to stamp my different images from here. And I want it to be like, it looked like a greenhouse. We're looking into the greenhouse. So I'm going to take this piece, and this is a it's photopolymer stamps. Plus also, hello, plus it's also a distinctive stamp. So I am going to, and this won't matter how I actually stamp this. So I'm going to come in, and I've got the colors that kind of go with Bermuda Bay. So I've got an old olive. I got some pear pizzazz. So let's use old olive on this. And you know what? I should have a piece of paper behind that, or else what could happen is that I'm going to stamp onto my, right onto my paper piecing mat. So I'll just come in with my grid paper that's for my Stamparatus. And then let's go ahead and ink this up with Old Olive. And I might be using, you know what? I'm going to do something else first. So I've got this soft sea foam. I'm pretty sure that there's nothing on this. And I'm just going to actually, I'm going to just do some sponging on the back because I don't want it to be just plain white. Now, I don't know if you've noticed or not, but when you do use your blending brushes, it tends to take an awful lot of ink off of your stamp pad. If you're using the brushes, you tend to, you have to re-ink your ink pads up a little bit more. That is a really good reason why you should always have re-inkers for your ink pads. All right, whoops. So now I'm going to just put this old olive, and I'm going to put it, let's see, I'm going to put it right down to the bottom here, because what I want is I want to make sure that I can fill another part. Oh, is that ever pretty? All right, so now what I could do is I could just come in, and I'm just going to quickly clean that off. Your husband bought a thank you card. Oh, very nice. Very nice. What a great husband, right? All right, so I'm also going to, this is Pear Pizzazz. So it's not going to show much, and I'm just going to go off and down a bit and just do it like that. Oh, we've got people from Ontario. We've got people from New Brunswick. Of course, we've got people from Kamloops. Oh, is that ever pretty? All right, so we have that. Now, what I want to do too is I thought to myself, well, it'd be really nice to have some flowers that we can put on there. So I'm going to have to, oops, I've cut some out, but this is the one that has the adhesive sheets on the back. So let's just go ahead and this here. I'm just going to cut a few of these out. Okay. I could stamp those on there directly. Let's go and grab some more of these flowers. So I'm just going to take maybe one of these, another one of these, and maybe one of these. And they could be stamped first, but I'm just going to actually just have them where they're going to be out of the dies. So it's just going to be like that. Oops, here we go. Here we go. It's coming. Okay. So we've got some of that. And I'm thinking that I might have enough of this stuff cut out because I kind of did some ahead of time. So just going to poke some of that out. A lot of little dies. I'm always worried about these little dies that I'm going to lose them. Now, another thing that we can do is we can turn around and let's come in and then let's just stamp a couple of flowers and then we'll get the, we'll have dimension. Now, I am using Magenta Madness. This color, just to let you know, is retiring. And as soon as they announce it next Wednesday, I'm going to say it's going to go like hotcake. So if you like this color, it's one of those retiring colors. So I'm just going to come here with this here. And we're going to also put this flower on here. Let's go there. And another one here. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to put full ones. Now, you notice here there is a flower. I'm actually going to go in with the dies that I cut out with that better. But doesn't that look so pretty with the greens and the Bermuda Bay? Oh my goodness. All right, so I have some of these. So let me just come and I'm just going to take some of this off the back. These are going to go straight onto these dies. So I'm going to actually put that down there. I have another one that's going to go, let's see, these little daisy things. So that, and let's see, we can put another one right up here. So I think I'll even use maybe another one of these daisy ones. There we go. So that makes it so much easier when you use these adhesive sheets for that. You know what? I'll just put one down there. All right. So we have that. And then this is going to fit over top of that. See how that works? But I have a sheet, a window sheet. And I am just going to put this right onto the back of this piece. So it looks like it has the glass. It's all about looking like, right? When we make cards, we try to be as realistic as we can, right? So I'm using the glue, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this set up. We're going to get it setting so that we don't get it oozing all out. All right. So now what we should do while we're letting that set is I'm thinking to myself that I'm going to come in and let's stamp the sentiment. Now, I love this sentiment here. It says, hope this day is just right. I think that's a great stamp. I'm going to do it in Bermuda Bay. It's another one of those really fussy cards, right? There. Oh, I like that. Okay. So we'll wait to see how that's going to go. On this piece here, I'm going to cut in, and we're just going to take all these little pieces out. Remember, these have the adhesive sheet on the back. But can you imagine having to try to cut some of those pieces? That would be awful. I can't imagine. There's some really little dots here. And here too. So let's just see if I can. That might just come off with when I take the adhesive sheets off. All right. So we've got this. Let's go ahead and put this piece of this window sheet, whoops, right onto the back. Like I say, I don't want that oozing out. Make sure that you do set it. But see how that's going to look. Whoops. When we come in and put this piece onto the back. Now what I can do is I am going to just go ahead and glue that back onto there. So I'm just going to come back in with the glue. I'm not doing any dimension. Or should I put some dimension on there? Yes, we can put some dimension on there. Okay, talk about changing my mind in midstream, right? All right, so that piece that we had, Oh my goodness, you guys. Here we go again. So I have my piece there. This. And now I've lost my sheet that I just, oh, here we go. All right. So let's go ahead and let's get this part done, and you'll see why we definitely, and this is an adhesive sheet that is on, that's going to go onto the window. So let me just grab these pieces out. See how dainty that is? All right. So hopefully we're going to get all of those pieces off. So I'm just going to come in and take these sheets off. They should pull out those extra little bits. Almost. There's one piece there. So now I'm just coming in and I'm going to just stick that right in on that sheet, that window sheet. And see how beautiful that looks, and no glue popping out or anything like that. And now I'm going to actually, we're going to pop this up. You know, I'm not going to be able to pop up some of those other pieces there, but this will be enough to pop it up. And one more piece over here. There we go. And now what we're going to do is pop that piece off there. Let's just put those away so we don't lose those. I don't know why. I wish I had a greenhouse. This is the closest I will get to a greenhouse, that is for sure. All right, so this is just going to pop on there like that. That's going to give the illusion that it's behind there. And I'm just going to now glue that part onto this front of this card. Now, do I want to have ribbon on there? I think I can do without at this point. And I should have put that on before if I was going to do that before. So that's just going to go on there like that. I have this piece here. I'm going to put that right here. And that's, whoops. Now, I am going to put it there, so I want to put that dimensional part there. We don't have that much. I've been using up all my end pieces here. There we go. And put it onto that bottom piece there. Just like that. That's going to go right there. And then I have a bunch of this greenery, and I've done it in the old olive. I probably, oh darn it, I should have put this on. You know what? I can still do that. So I'm just going to come and take some of this off, and we might need some more. Let's see how easy this is going to be. Let's have it where it's whoops. Let's put this up here. This. Yeah, this is just one of those sets that you have to use these adhesive sheets for. That's for sure. These you'd get away with gluing, but I tell you, much easier to just put them onto there, that's for sure. Oops, I'm going to lose that. And one more piece. Now, if I want, I could do more. This, but let's see how this is going to look. So it's like that. Let's go ahead and put another piece right about there. And then this is going to go on here like so. All right. Now what we can do is we're just going to embellish. Now, I didn't know which ones I should use to embellish, but to pick up these colors, I thought I'd use the iridescent rhinestones on here. I think they're so pretty. So let's go ahead and let's put one there, one there, and let's put another one right there. All right, so there we have it, using the adhesive sheets. Like I say, they really good deal. They come in 6 12 by 12 or 6 12 6 by 12 sheets. They go a long way. I know I've been using the same ones since they've come out. I've been using the same ones for quite a while. This has that beautiful, the dies that has the beautiful greenhouse that's involved with that, plus also the stamp set. So remember, when you do buy this as a bundle, you save the 10%. And then also this die, which is the leaf die. Like I say, it's very, very versatile. It's stitched, and just on the back, you can kind of see a tiny bit, and it just gives a bit of texture to the back of the card. Now, I forgot. I always forget to do that. And I do have my piece of white. So let me just quickly, I'm just going to quickly just go, and we are going to use this green again. And I think I'll just use Pear Pizzazz on it. And we're just going to put that onto the back. So let me just quickly come in with my here. We're going to come in with our paper piecing mat. Thank you. Yeah, you find that you can do so much with this. When I'm going to put this down off to this side down there. There we go. Just like that. You got to make sure that we decorate the inside, right? Now I could go and put some flowers on there as well. You know what? I better, just so that it looks the same kind of as the front. So I'm gonna see if I can line this one up. There, not bad. And another one over here. There we go. So just go and put that on the inside of my card. And I believe this is 3 3/4 by 5. That's my size that I like to do. Just like that. So there's the card. So I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget, like I say, to the adhesive sheets. Like I say, there's certain reasons for certain ones, but this one definitely, because I was going on the window sheet, you definitely needed to do to use the adhesive sheets on there, because could you imagine how much glue you it would be just a real mess. And honestly, you know, there's lots of times when I forget to use it. So maybe have it where it's very, very close and everything else. So what's happening Saturday morning, there'll be another sketch challenge. And then again, sip and stamp on Saturday night. So I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget, when you are when you're entering into the mystery challenge and the sketch challenges, that you go into my group, and you could have a chance, if you live in Canada, to win a stamp set. And if you live outside of Canada, I can send you, if your name is drawn, I can send you some cards in the mail. Anyways, you guys have a great day. Have a good evening, and we will talk to you soon. Bye for now.